What's happening? Good afternoon, and good morning if you're just waking up. Get your ass up. It's time for Odd Takes. 1 to 2, Monday through Friday. None of that's changed, and hopefully that doesn't change for a very, very long time. And as long as you keep showing up, you know how the motto goes. We'll keep showing up, and as long as I'm here, I'm always going to have my man to my left, Aaron Rabel. What's happening, my man?
What's up, brother?
I'm ready to rock this thing. There's some soccer in the air. As we get on right now, I just got a goal notice right now of my people in my group right now. Tell them I'm lying. Right as we went on, Leipzig just scored to go up 2-0. We got them straight up. We got them in a parlay. I got one of the biggest bets I've had in a long time going off today. I'm hype. And I almost sold you guys out. Had a doctor's appointment this morning. It ended up taking a long time to even get back there. Have you seen my Twitter? I walk into the doctor's office today, and I hear Cypress Hill Insane in the Membrane blaring. I said, what the hell?
What kind of doctor you going to?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this hasn't happened before. Like, this is strange. You can use the word. So I sit down, and I feel like, for a second there, I felt like a hostage. Like something was bad was about to happen. Then I thought to myself, man, and then it just took like an hour and a half that feeling just turned into pissed off. Like, man, I don't want to reschedule this. I'm going to Vegas in a few weeks. I need to get these done. All right. And then they call me back there. Takes another hour. I almost thought about canceling the show. Honestly, we're not going to have any topic list today because we're cutting it close. I almost told Aaron, hey, we can't go on stage for the people. We got to leave them hanging. I'm sure Aaron would have said, no, we got to veto that. And here we are, 281-522-6336. We're live and proud. Doctor says, I need a new heart. I'm just fine. Other than that, I'm just fine. But if you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm Jerry Bow. That is Aaron Rabel. We do this, and we do it with a flavor of panic. It makes you sweat because there's games. And I'm going to use the word panic because last night there was some panic after a war was announced. Now you're seeing people panicking today. As in social media, you're seeing people just make crazy comments. You're seeing, I hate that we're throwing shots at each other right now, though. It's like, all right, man, this is not the time to start throwing shots at each other. But here we are. And last night, this clip right here happened, and I want you to guys check it out. Talk about bad timing. We always talk about what were they thinking? What was this person thinking running this? This is right after they announced the war is about to start, you know, that they are going to go chicken fried, cold beer on it. Hey, now, whose idea was it to run this ad in the middle of a war? Like as soon as they just said, hey,
what were you thinking?
All hell's about to break loose. Aaron, take it to Applebee's.
This new edition of World War III brought to you by Applebee's. Go get some chicken tenders and an Oreo shake. Presented by Applebee's, live here on CNN, your number one for World War III coverage. Like, what the hell? Like, I get it. You got to pay bills. All these news stations, they got to pay bills. At the same time, like, don't use the picture-in-picture kind of thing. Have an anchor come on and go, look, sirens are going off. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back. We'll keep you up to date on the latest. Don't just go to the picture-in-picture like basketball does or football does during a timeout where then you can see them talking in the huddle and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, go get some insurance from Geico. No. They literally picture-in-picture a war to go, oh, by the way, Applebee's, that's legit. They got wings now. Y'all know about Applebee's wings? Go get some wings. Come on, man.
Whose idea was
What were
this?
you thinking?
Shout out to everyone hanging out. Tiz Ant in the house. Aggie Milkman. Alex Villanueva. Shout out to Joe Hernandez. Yo. Alan Denson. Hello. Thank you for checking in. Please go to your social medias right now and share it. Share the tweets. Share the post that we got going. Hopefully we can get a bigger crowd going on in here. And shout out to anyone that's new that we picked up from Barry on deck yesterday. Love the deck heads. Had a little segment with Barry yesterday. Got a little deep, but I think we accomplished what we wanted to, and that was to just let everyone know that he wanted to say thanks to us and congratulate us and trying to start off this streaming journey. So anyone that's joining from that, thank you. Please share it on your social medias. Now, not just that, but then social media is harsh, man. The Weeknd happens to post right at the same time as Russia declares that, yeah, they are going to go ahead and invade, and whatever goes down, who knows? As soon as that goes down, the Weeknd happened to have a tweet right at around the same time, and he happens to say, "Let's go." I don't think he was talking about the war.
You know he wasn't. Now, I saw it. I saw the ridicule. I saw all of that stuff. But I did not go and look up, hey, what was the, there was probably a game going on at that same time. Somebody scored. Something happened. A quarter ended on a big note. There's no way he was talking about that. I just want to know what he was talking about, because I know he wasn't talking about war. I know he wasn't going, oh, yeah, let's go to war. It's just unfortunate timing. I haven't seen a statement from him yet, but I'm pretty sure somebody's dug up and gone, oh, no, he was watching just throw out 2 schools and, something big happened. That's what he was excited about.
Let's do a quick mic check for the people. Everyone's saying the levels are a little low on YouTube as well. Check. Is it fixed? Is it better yet? If not, we'll adjust it. I see multiple people saying on YouTube.
That should be better now.
Okay.
There we go.
The mic level's better? Are we good to go? Are we good to go? Check. All right, let's get this going. Yeah,
so
there we go.
Messing with my stuff while I'm not here.
Hey, something was messed with. I had to go on Barry on deck. All hell broke loose yesterday whenever I went on, and they started throwing up that camera and then this camera, this one we don't even use, and I'm like, all right, it was hell. It was hell. So I guess that was the setting.
I probably should have stuck around to make sure things work.
Yeah, I didn't go on till 3:15 though, so I was like, man, I don't want to make them stick around for this. All right, on we go. We're gonna fly through things here. If you're a game show fanatic, as many of us have been, even growing up, you would love to watch Wheel of Fortune. The Price is Right. Well, look at this idiot yesterday on the Wheel of Fortune. What do you think this word is right here? I mean, you don't even need to know the topic. Other than the first, whenever I start watching it, I'm like, what's the topic so I can make out the bottom word? But then as soon as you start seeing it, you know what it is. Check this out. You had one chance.
What? Jurassic Park bodies? Jurassic Park bodies?
I mean, goodness.
Okay.
Maybe the nerves.
I mean, yeah, we all say that it is a $1 billion or $1 million show sometimes. Oh, not even $1 million. No, because Wheel of Fortune, they still got that $150 stupid sliver on the wheel. Like,
yeah.
My wife watches it from time to time when she's bored. And I'm like, what the hell? They're giving away like $3,000, which, don't get me wrong. Somebody wants to hand me $3,000 right now, cash. You're my new best friend. But for a game show, you go all the way to California. You do all of this shit. You sign a waiver, and they're giving you $3,000? That wouldn't even cover a trip to California.
So I had the
hell
pleasant
outta here.
experience of going to the Price is Right in person when I was living out in California. First off, let me tell you, it might break your hearts, but it's not random pick. Although you think they're picking out random folks just out of the crowd, when you walk in, they interview you about 10 at a time when you're walking in, and it's about what kind of story you can give. Because I saw the people that ended up getting picked, and it was like some wild things. And when someone had told us this, so we go up there, and it's a crazy night. We stay up drinking margaritas all night because you have to be up there at like 4:30. So me and my boy Ryan stay up all night drinking. We go up there. We had margaritas in these to-go cups. We're sipping them in line. Finally, you get up there, and little do we know that once they take in the certain amount of crowd that the place can hold, they just give you a ticket to come back like 3 hours later because they still got to get situated. So you're like, so now that hangover starts kicking in, and I'm just walking around L.A. That's where it was, downtown L.A. I'm just walking around downtown L.A. The headache starts kicking in. I'm like, man, what did we do? Like, what are we doing here? Finally, the time rolls around. We go in there, and right before we get in there, I start seeing it start being suspect. I start seeing 10 people get questioned at a time. Like, hey, where you from? Somebody comes up to super energetic. They're just bouncing around. They're like, hey, where you from? You're just like, if you don't have that energy and you don't have some cool story, you could tell there's somebody with a clipboard rocking right behind them. They're like, Well, then this one lady next to us, it was this black lady, right? It was hilarious, right? She was talking to us the whole time. She had a Pittsburgh shirt on. She was from Pittsburgh. She had a Steelers stuff, so I'm a Steeler fan, so we got along. Well, she's real crazy. She's by herself. She's like, I've been waiting my life to be here. She's like, go Steelers. Well, when we get in there, my friend tries to lie. First off, they're like, who are you? I'm real just low. I got a headache. I'm like, just Jerry. I'm just go to my friend. They're like, what do you do? This fool's like, I'm a fisherman. I look over at him like, are you? And then they say, what are you doing here? He said, I've waited my whole life to get here. He said, I came here on a boat. He said, I said, Louis, you liar. I'm just looking at him trying
Please tell me you didn't say that out loud.
No, I didn't want to burn him.
Okay.
He's looking at me like, just play along. I'm just shaking my head kind of like, man, where are you going with this? Either way, they just kept going. Go to the lady, the Steelers fan. She's crazy. We get in there, and they call the Steelers lady, and the camera thinks that we're family with her. So they put it on her, and she's like, yeah. And then they put it on us right next to her. We're sitting right next to her in the seat. So she goes, they're like, come on down. We high-five her. We're like, yeah, hell yeah. And then the camera just sticks on us, and I'm looking like crap, bro. And you could tell because it's got like, and I'm like, man, what do we do? I'm not walking like, and then finally she says, that's not my family. I'm here by myself. This is all going down on The Price is Right, bro. I'm like, how embarrassing. Regardless, though, it was a disappointment. The Plinko, all those sets, I mean, obviously you knew they probably weren't physically there just all the time, right? They're carted in and out. Man, that Plinko board is no more than, I mean, when you look at Plinko, you think this thing is ginormous, you know? You picture Plinko is small as hell, man. They rolled out Plinko. I was like, what is this? And the person they make it look big by everything by the angle of the cameras and stuff. It makes it look huge. But Plinko ain't big either. True disappointment. We got out of there. We didn't get picked. I don't even know how we got to this part of the story talking about Wheel of Fortune.
Talking about playing on game shows and stuff like that and how much it would suck to go on Wheel of Fortune and you win the big prize and you get like $3,000. And you're walking around going, hey guys, I can, maybe pay rent for a month. I did all this work on a game show.
You know what I always thought was crazy about game shows? When you win that car, you still got to pay the tax, title, and license.
Oh, yeah. You got to pay taxes on everything you win.
You barely had enough gas to get to the game show. You walk in there, and you're hoping they don't charge for anything. You're running real low. And then all of a sudden you win. You're like, hell yeah. And then they hit you with the tax, title, and license on you want a sports car, valued at $74,984. You're like,
and you're not paying it in Texas. No, you're paying tax, title, and license in California. Then you got to pay to get Texas tags when you get home. So I don't run your ass off the road, because if I see another California license plate, we're going to have issues.
And this is where we are. Let's get to this next video here. I want you guys to take a look at what we got here. What are you doing right here? You're at the taco truck. Obviously, there's been some drinking going on. Look at this. Man cut her in line. She's pissed.
They're still trying to place an order.
Look at him.
Hey, good on him for not turning around and just popping her right in the face.
Look, well, that was a push.
Now, that's a flop if I ever saw one. Get out of here with that.
Push or charge? What do you guys, rewind that, guys. Is that a push? Is it a block or a charge?
That's a flop.
Blocking foul, charge.
That's a Ginobili era gold medal flop if I ever saw one.
Now it's all hell breaks. So he's still trying to order. She's still hitting on him. And here comes the police. It's like, man, really over the, what are they serving? He's ordering shrimp from the food truck. I heard shrimp enchilada or a quesadilla.
Shrimp quesadilla.
Shrimp quesadilla. I'm not eating.
I mean, you can sign me up for one of those.
I'm not eating shrimp anything from the food truck.
I'm not getting punched in the face over it, but
There's two places you don't eat shrimp or seafood: a food truck and a strip club. Here comes the law. Now he wants to buck up when the law gets there. That's the last time. This is when you got to say, I'm the victim, right? Now he bucks up and starts going at him. I'm like, bro, you had it everything. You had everything going. First, you should have been a little less on the stiff arm.
I mean, he did. And if the cops looked at that video afterwards, he didn't get arrested. He did everything he could to de-escalate the situation. He didn't actually, everybody wants to say he threw her to the ground. No, he put his arm up and she flopped to the ground like an idiot and tried to sell it and tried to get other people to get in and get on her side for sympathy and beat this dude's ass. If I'm the dude, I'm looking at the cop and going, look, she said, I asked her twice, she was in line. She said no, or she didn't say nothing. She was sitting there staring at her phone, so I went and got in line. She got mad that I got to the front of the line because she wasn't paying attention on her phone. Then all hell broke loose. I don't know. I just want my shrimp quesadilla so I can go home.
Yeah, they looked at it was intoxication involved in this, maybe by both parties. And you could tell he was just in there. I don't care. I'm just going to keep ordering. And she wasn't going to let it go.
People losing their shit over people cutting in line. We had it yesterday. The woman at, McDonald's, wrecking a car, pulling a woman out of the freaking car, beating her ass. Like,
let's slow down a little bit. Road rage. Hey, day one, Donna in the house. Yeah, hit some alarm or something. Donna needs her own drop too. Donna. Oh, Donna. Richie Valens. Oh, Donna. I had a girl. You remember that? Boy, had Donna. Richie Valens, R.I.P. Hey, the doctor's in the house and he's a little early. Anybody need a colonoscopy? Don't look for him.
Yeah, Pookie says, bitch better not get between me and my tacos. Yeah, I don't blame you. Now, see, I'll disagree with you. Don't order shrimp from a food truck, because down on this side of town, there are food trucks all over the place that have fresh shrimp that they just pull right out of the water, and they'll go down and cook them into tacos real quick.
I don't know.
I trust those. I've eaten them all the time.
Those, yeah. I don't know if I'm eating shrimp, though, off just any taco.
Oh,
truck.
no. If you're in the middle, if you're not literally right next to the water, like if you're out in Katy, hell no, don't trust those.
Let's get to the next video we got here lined up for you guys. I don't know what to do about this situation here. And again, if you want to get in, 281-522-6336. Check this out. I had to look it over a few times to picture what the hell this guy doing. Like, what exactly is going on? This fool walks in with syringes of blood, his blood, and look at this criminal. He's injecting it into different things inside this. It was food. It was items. Bruh, like what are we doing here? This guy needs to be thrown in jail. This was on the New York Times or New York, whatever it was.
Yeah, New York Post covered this from the UK. Dude walking around a convenience store, finding stuff on the shelves, taking a syringe of his blood and just injecting it into everything.
Into the makeup aisle. This boy's, what are we going to do about this?
This is some kind of like weird cult initiation thing, I think.
This is some dude. Look at this. What would possess a person?
Also, is he wearing a Raiders jersey?
Then I was trying to...
In the UK?
Let me not bury the lead. I was trying to figure out what someone's out there doing with a car jersey.
I don't get it. But yeah, what the hell this dude was doing deciding to inject his DNA into things that people are buying. This is all kinds of weird.
Look at the price. Go to the bottom of this article. Look how much the price in damage was. How much stuff did he touch that I saw some big numbers.
Ooh. $281,000?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what he could have possibly injected to cost over $250,000 worth of damage.
So his lawyer claims that he was living in a Truman Show-like simulation where he thought everything was fake. Are you out of your damn mind? Clearly.
Throw this fool in jail.
Yeah.
Right now.
No.
You throw that. We should have took him out Odd Takes Court yesterday.
We should have.
Y'all can't all believe this, though? Y'all remember, damn, it seems like that was another lifetime ago. You remember the Bluebell shutdown, and then you remember the people licking the ice creams. That was like another lifetime ago.
That was, you got to remember, the licking of the ice cream was pre-coronavirus.
Was it?
That was, was it Ebola that was going on? That had that resurge in like 2016 or 2018? And chicks were going and finding ice cream in the shop and licking it. This was all pre-coronavirus that happened.
You can't get away with that now in Corona days.
No, you get your ass beat.
You should have got your ass beat then, though, for licking. There's certain things that you just can't come back from. Opening up food and doing something, altering it in whatever fashion you choose, that shit should be straight jail time.
No, Dre, Bluebell closed down for a while because they had a listeria outbreak. But when they got back on shelves, people went through and there was that chick that was making viral videos going to different Walmarts and stuff and grabbing them out of the freezer, opening it up, licking it, and putting it back. Listeria wasn't what she was spreading. She was doing it just because, and it was like Ebola or something was out there, and she decided she wanted to do this as like a prank. I think this might have been even before TikTok. I think this was like an Instagram prank or a Snapchat prank.
That's how long it's been, right? It
Yeah.
seems like a lifetime ago, and there was numerous videos, though. You remember that? It would piss you off. You'd just be watching, and it'd be somebody just opening up something just in a random place, in a random supermarket, taking a drink of milk or something. And I was like, man, what are we doing here? I'm not about that. Not one bit. What year do you see there? Let me date it. 2016?
2019.
Whoa, damn. That's how time is moving now?
Yeah. But again, you got to remember that's when nobody was really caring about, coronavirus was technically a thing, but it wasn't here. Nobody cared.
Remember when Bluebell finally came back? It was like people were posting about it like it was a big thing.
Yeah.
We got Bluebell back at my place. I know I went and was looking for that strawberry. You can't fade the original blueberry strawberry that's got the little strawberry chunks in it. You can't fade that. You can't recreate it either.
Yeah. Nope.
Speaking of sweets.
Yeah, you want to talk dessert? Let's talk dessert.
I got a good recipe for you guys. It's cheap, easy to make, and the whole family likes it. Check this out. Fantastic. Filling. Hold up. This is when I thought that was cherry filling. Spam cookies? Like, I've been broke in life. My family was broke a lot of times. But spam cookies? Yay or nay? Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yay or nay?
Hell no. I've never had spam to begin with. And that's something that I plan on taking to my grave. Like, everybody says, oh, you go to Hawaii, you got to try it. I don't plan on going to Hawaii anytime soon, so I don't plan on it. But spam itself is nasty as just a general thing. You put it in cookies, you're out of your damn mind. What
What is wrong with you?
You aren't eating no spam?
No. I've been poor. I ain't been spam poor. I've been ramen noodle poor. I've been hamburger helper poor.
Hamburger helper, everyone's been hamburger helper poor, I think.
Yeah. That's been bad, but I've never been spam poor, thankfully. How much would it cost for you to eat one of those?
The cookie?
Just
or
one
just
cookie.
The spam?
How much would it cost for you to eat one spam cookie?
I mean, I'm gonna have to at least get $100 for that.
$100 for one spam cookie.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
So
too bad.
if everybody on Twitch chipped in $1,200, would you eat 12 spam cookies? A whole dozen?
$1,200. We could throw I mean, I'm bad at eating contest and anything in that form. So
No, it's not even a time thing. We'll just put the cameras on. We'll do a show, and you just take bites as necessary. You got to finish 12 of them. We do a 3-hour show that day, we do a 3-hour show.
For $1,200, I'll eat 20 of them.
Oh, damn. All right,
spam cookies.
Twitch, YouTube, y'all heard him. $1,200. I was sitting there going, you know what? If everybody chips in $500, I'll do it. I'll do a dozen. But
I've been broke,
Whew.
but not spam cookie broke.
no.
I didn't know about ramen noodles till I got older, though. Even though we were broke,
Ben pointed out spam isn't cheap at all. Well, maybe not now, not in today's economy.
spam isn't cheap.
I thought spam was cheap.
B. Hannon says spam is good, fam.
Ugh.
Spam sandwiches, spam steaks. We're having
Again, I've seen plenty of cooking shows and stuff out in Hawaii that they love that shit. But nope.
A lady on GGG made spam
Guys,
naan bread
grocery
last
games.
night. Ooh, day one Donna said that some spam.
Donna, you know what? We're
No.
gonna have a.
I'm down to try that.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. Yeah.
Ramen noodles will kill you faster than spam. I'll tell you that. Have you seen the sodium in ramen noodles? It's all salt. Once you put that,
I mean, that's what it is. That's the
that
whole
pack
point.
of death.
It's just noodles and salt. That's the whole thing.
And you tell me what kind of noodles those are. Those noodles are just a different type of noodle. They're built different. You know, when somebody says, man, I'm built different. Those noodles are built different.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm thinking Donna and I need to launch our own like Guys Grocery Games watch podcast thing where we can just watch it and react to it in real time. She sounds like one of my people.
Gary says anyone that loves spam has a problem.
Hey, I'm not arguing.
How about chitlins?
Ben says a can of spam is $3.48 at HEB.
That's not cheap.
Dude, corned beef hash.
Hold on, what are you about to say?
Carlos, corned beef hash is awesome.
There he goes. I knew he was about to say it.
You don't like corned beef hash?
No, I'm not gonna anti, but you can't be anti-spam and corned beef hash club. Isn't it kind of almost not the same thing, but it's
No,
the
it's
same
not
premise?
the same at all. No.
Fake meat.
No, I'm talking real corned beef hash. I'm talking real Irish-made corned beef hash.
With like real ingredients.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what y'all are eating out of a can of corned beef hash.
Yeah.
But I've got a grandmother that made real corned beef hash for, like, we would have corned beef sandwiches, and then she would use that the next morning to make corned beef hash. You throw some potatoes, you throw some peppers in there. It's delicious. Get out of here with that fake canned shit.
Dr. Dre said, yeah, it's the same. See, I was about to say, okay, maybe you got a point. Maybe your grandma knows more about hash than me.
No, I've had real
corned beef hash, that is. I said maybe your grandma knows more about hash than me. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have a. I was just talking to Aaron about this. You guys get prepared because we're gonna throw a live show somewhere out there sometime soon, man. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna go throw it at one of these bars, but when we do, we're gonna have a special little party for everyone that tunes in every day. Hopefully, we'll do a little way to get in. I'm trying to figure out a way to do something like crawfish. You show up and you get to eat all the crawfish you can with Bo. Something like that, a little private party. But for now, the party starts for marbles. Let's get this skink cranking. I see Aaron getting it going over there. He's going to tell you the rules. Again, don't hit nothing yet so it doesn't slow it down. Once he gets it pulled up, good luck to you. This is Odd Takes. Please, 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 please go to your social medias and share. Tell people, hey, man, we got these two guys getting down in here trying to entertain us. What's
arguing over spam and corned beef hash and cookies.
I mean, that's where we are right now, arguing over that. Or what's gross? We got spam lovers in the house. Thou shalt not look down on the spam, and I will never disrespect it again. And in the name of my man B. Hannon, spam shall live. Odd Takes.
All right, Odd Squad. You guys want to play some marbles? First, second, third place. All going to get a random bracket. Or all going to get an extra bracket. All right, exclamation point play in the chat. Let me set my little magic timer. You got 90 seconds to get in. 90 seconds. Exclamation point play in the chat. You know what you're doing. First, second, and third place are getting an extra bracket in the bracket contest. Yeah, Boogie, blame it on autocorrect, my ass. All right, y'all got 60 seconds. If you're in the other room listening, but not near your computer, run back to your computer now. Exclamation point play in the chat. Get you a marble in this race. 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. All right, here we go. Let's run this thing. And everybody's off through all these magical... Oh, they move. That's interesting. Everybody falling down. Oh, Aggie Milkman got an early jump. Fell all the way down. Jensen's not far behind him. Jimenez ain't far behind them. Aggie Milkman's got a slight lead, but not much of one. Ooh. And then the tires came out. And went and screwed everybody's... Dre's now in second. Jimenez in third. Alex Villanueva in fourth. Aggie Milkman hit the little speed bump thing and is all the way out there and then just crashed into some tires. Oh, Dre gets through the tires. Look at truck driver Dre getting through the tires. Oh, and Cuse Orange jumped out of nowhere, took a lead. Dre's right behind him. Right into the tire. Right into the stack of tires. That ain't going to help you go anywhere. Clue Patron's now in second. Joel Hernandez in third. Cuse Orange and Clue Patron. Oh, that was close. Clue Patron's trying to make that run for first place. Damn, when Cuse Orange hits those tires, he just blows through them. Jesus. Ooh. Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh, Cuse Orange takes the win. Clue Patron in second. Let's go check on who's in third. Jimenez in third. Hitting a bunch of tires. Ooh, barely got through to get third. Good job, guys. Y'all all get some extra brackets in the bracket contest. We'll run another race at the end of the show, too. We'll be back after this.
What a race. What a race. I like that track. Those little speed boost. You never knew who was going to be in it, who was going to be out. Dr. Dre was in it. Well, who got first and second and third?
We had Cuse Orange in first, Clue Patron in second, and then Jimenez in third.
All right. Hopefully that turns into a winning bracket. And one of you guys is going to join me next year at Flamingo on the Flamingo. Like I said, we're going to be drinking. We're going to be just throwing a party. Wherever that leads us, who knows? But we know one thing, that someone's going to get paid. This isn't one of those bracket contests where they throw out the perfect bracket wins $1 million. You're like, man, who the hell's going to have a perfect bracket? On this, you don't even have to have a perfect bracket. You're looking around right now. Look around the imaginary Twitch room right now. Dre's sitting in the corner right now looking at TD Pookie. Pookie's over there in the corner with his arms crossed looking at him, sharpening his knife. Donna's over there trying to keep peace, cooking the goodies. She's over there making cookies, not the spam kind. Some nom-nom bread, whatever that is, I'm in. That's the party that we've painted right here. Alex Villanueva's at the bar, like I know my man likes to be. He's over there hitting shots. That's the party we try to cook for you guys here, and that's what we do here every single day. 281-522-6336. Yesterday, Pookie got 2 brackets. If you call in, you get a bracket today and jump in on everything. You see that our show is all over the place today. We were going to even have one. I was at the doctor till maybe an hour before the show, got here and just threw this together. So if you have any kind of anything you want to get to, I know my man C. Montz says that he has something. He tagged me in earlier. We'll also get to that as well. And just not to forget my YouTube people. C. Montz, Ben H is in the house. Carlos Castillo, like always. That man is dedicated, right? He shows up to the club on the night it's closed. He shows on a club that's Friday through Sunday. He shows up on a Wednesday. And he's like, all right, well, maybe I'm here by myself. That ain't going to stop my party. My man opens up his trunk and pulls out a 20-pack of hot beer. You know that guy. He just pulled. You're like, damn, bro, you just got a 20-pack in the. Well, I'll take one. And he gives it to you and it's warm. You look at him like, oof, warm Modelo. You ever had warm Modelo?
Oh, no.
That's the worst.
Oh.
Modelo warm?
Oh.
Might be one of the worst things. Modelo cold, one of the best things.
Oh, no.
What do you guys make of this? Russell Wilson has gone to the interwebs and said, I'm done. I'm not going to represent the Seattle Seahawks as far as my socials, because that's what he did. Whether it was backspace or whether he highlighted and deleted, however it happened, there is nothing to do with the Seattle Seahawks on a social media. And you know social media is going to react. He put up a picture of him and his father, an old pic. Do you make something of this? And we talked about this many times on our show. Is this something that the athletes are going to do to show, hey, I ain't playing around, man?
Yes and no, because, see, athletes keep doing this crap, but then they go right back to doing what all they do is, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to change my socials. And then they go, hey, how about another, $1 million on your contract? Oh, okay, we're good. Like, eventually teams are just going to look at it just like a kid throwing a tantrum and go, okay, take me off your socials. See what I care. Guess what? You still want a paycheck? You're still going to trot your happy ass out there and you're still going to throw 5 interceptions and 10 for every, 10 touchdowns you throw. Go ahead, throw a fit. This time, there's been constant talks that, he wanted out. They weren't building around him. They weren't giving him his input as to who he wanted to throw to, who he wanted as his offensive line to protect him and stuff. He's married to Sierra. She probably is not crazy about the whole Seattle life versus the New York life or anything like that. I don't know. I think part of it is him hopping on a bandwagon of like, well, hey, Kyler Murray did it. He got a whole lot of attention.
Hate that, man.
But at the same time, I think he might be. See, we keep getting mixed signals from him. He pulls this shit. 2 weeks ago, he went, no, I'm a Seahawk. Seattle is my home now. Like, this is where I'm staying. This is my life now. And now he goes and starts pulling this kind of shit. Like, quarterbacks are now becoming like wide receivers in the diva world. Like this, everything's got to be about me. I got to focus on stuff. Do you really think Warren Moon would have pulled this shit if social media was around when he was an Oiler?
I think it also a matter of winning cures everything, though.
It does.
And Russell Wilson came into a situation where he wasn't even supposed to be the starting guy. Remember, that was around the time that they picked up Matt Flynn. Think about that time of life. And he came in not even supposed to be the starter. He won the starting job in the offseason and came in there in camp and just, all right, let's see what he's got. And on the backs of a Hall of Fame type defense, I'm not saying that individually any of those guys are going to be necessarily Hall of Fame, but collectively, the Legion of Boom with a good running back, he had everything going until the play, the interception. And then after that, what happened? The team started questioning coaching. Then the Legion of Boom broke up. Cam Chancellor couldn't take any more he was, remember, man, think back of how Cam Chancellor played. Cam Chancellor was out there laying wood. You remember that? You always thought, like, man, he's not going to be able to play like that for so long. And then when you think, well, who else? You think, damn, y'all had Sherman too in his moment? And like, who else? You had Earl Thomas in his moment? The Legion of Boom. So you asked yourself, when Russell was all good and dandy, everything was going good, it was all smiles. Him and Pete Carroll were all laughs. Now in the last year and a half, you've heard them clashing, and you've heard that Pete Carroll is defending his son because his son's a part of the coaching staff, and Russell doesn't like the way that the direction that that's going. I don't know. Would you take Russ Wilson right now on the Texans?
Would I take him on a fan that I'm a team of? Yes. 100%. If I'm the Texans, no, I don't want him to go to the Texans because he's going to get hurt. And I like watching him play. I don't want to watch him play with some garbage ass O-line.
You don't think Sierra taught him how to 1-2 step? Let me not. Now, you say Sierra earlier. It's funny because they were pictured this weekend with Washington Commanders lineman Jonathan Allen. So then here come the Twitter investigators. Hey, he took a picture with Jonathan Allen. Is this something? So some guy off of Twitter, I am a man, I'm 40, tags Jonathan Allen. He says, is Russ coming? Jonathan Allen comes back and says, I hope so.
We keep getting a lot of this. Laramie Tunsil did it the other day, tweeting about, everybody started wondering about, does he want to go to the Bengals? Does he want to go do something else? And then last night he tweeted about Titus Howard in his 4th year, and he can't wait to see what kind of growth he has in his 4th year of playing for the Texans. This is one, the NFL is so different from the fucking NBA. With NBA tampering rules, they couldn't even come close to this. You can't like a tweet about saying, "Hey, maybe Damian Lillard should go to the Lakers." If LeBron were to like that tweet, Adam Silver would go, tampering. Nope, fined. Nope, can't do it. NFL players are now just out here building their own teams, trying to, send signals of like, hey, I don't get paid to be a GM, but I hope my GM goes and reads my tweets because this is who I want.
It's funny that you say that. It's like you're setting me up or throwing me alley-oops, because let's go with the LeBron James situation and with Rich Paul. And now there's conflicting reports. Some earlier were saying right after the All-Star break that Clutch Sports, when you talk about tampering, this is the question I have. Is there any more form of tampering than what LeBron does? He literally has a stake in Clutch Sports with Rich Paul, and that Clutch Sports also has Anthony Davis under the wing, and then so obviously he has a piece in that, and then you see how it usually tends to happen the way LeBron wants things. Well, reports, the first one was that they're real pissed off. Who's there? Who's them? Them, Clutch Sports, whoever it's them is, you know who them is pissed off because the Lakers didn't make that final trade right before the trade deadline. They didn't finalize the Russell Westbrook for Wall and giving up a draft pick. So basically, who's pissed? If they're saying, man, Clutch Sports is pissed, who's that? It's LeBron. And that's what's going on here. That's tampering.
Yeah. I mean, and he's gotten his way around it easily because he basically owns all of that agency. Rich Paul is his buddy from high school that he just carried along and, gave him a job and said, hey, you're going to be my agent. You're going to run this whole thing for me, but you're going to be you're my eyes and you're my mouthpiece when I can't talk. Because if I were to say something, I'd get hit with tampering. I need you to go out there and put out some stories and leak some stories.
Fall guy.
Yeah. You're my guy who goes and lets everybody know, hey, LeBron's pissed. What's he pissed about? I don't know. I mean, I'll throw out 4 scenarios. You pick which one, and I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. Now, Rich Paul said yesterday, "Oh, that's bullshit. I'm not mad at the Lakers. There's no issues between the Lakers and the Lakers and Clutch Sports." And then it comes out again that, "Oh yeah, no, there's issues." He's pissed, which made Rich Paul pissed, which made Anthony Davis pissed, which made the Lakers pissed. This is
yeah.
Without regulation of this stuff, with LeBron being such an owner in that, any player can do this now. Hey, I'm gonna start my own agency. I'm just gonna have somebody else do it for me. I mean, players do it all the time, anyways. They have their friends leak information and stuff like that. That always happens.
That's tampering so bad.
But yeah, this is now getting to a point where it's gonna get out of hand with LeBron literally going, "Well, I can't talk about this guy because he's on somebody else's roster, but I have an agent, my best friend from when I was a child, who's gonna go and start leaking things to the media and start saying things like, oh, well, LeBron would really love to play with Dame Lillard. LeBron would really love to play with Kemba Walker."
That's where we are.
It's his way of getting around it. And the question is Adam Silver going to put up with it, or is Adam Silver going to finally shut it down and go, okay, all these things, if it's your representation, if it's your agent, they're not allowed to go out and say these things. You got to prove that they're the one leaking it, though.
281-522-6336. We got a caller. Who do we got on the line?
Aggie Milkman, howdy.
The Aggie Milkman. Right when LeBron comes out, is that your favorite player? No, you're a Luka.
No.
You're a Luka guy. What do you think about this? Is this
Damn
tampering?
right I am.
Is this tampering to the fullest with LeBron being
Yeah.
able to have his hand in Clutch Sports and then saying who the hell can come and go?
Very much so.
How do we
Very
stop
much.
that? How do we stop this going forward?
Yeah, you're Adam Silver. How are you going to fix this?
Hell, you can only find so much. You can take draft picks, but the Lakers ain't got no draft picks.
How can you find the Lakers though? Whenever LeBron's, it's hard. I think they just can't allow players to have stake into these, to these agencies anymore. I think that's the only way you could stop that.
I have no clue. That's why I guess Adam Silver's ball-headed, so he ain't got no clue about anything. Hey, Jerry, I got something to say.
What you got?
Okay, first of all, the show yesterday with Barry was awesome. You did an awesome job.
I appreciate that.
But a couple years ago, you had a crew went to tell the people who had the Hurricane Louisiana to help them out and stuff. Well, your crew helped out my family in Louisiana, and I never even met you. I haven't even met you yet, and you just came out of the blue to help my family in Louisiana take care of their business. So I just want to say appreciate it and everything you do for everybody that out of the blue that you haven't met yet. You just help them. I appreciate everything you do for that.
I appreciate that, man. You leave my mouth dry, man. I appreciate that, and you know me. I do things without trying to front about them. I could hit you up, and whatever I've ever been able to help you out with, man, I'm always there as a friend.
You have helped out one time. You bought dinner for me one time. Me and my wife bought dinner for me and my wife one time.
And I've never even met you, my man, and that's never going to change. I appreciate you supporting everything I do. I appreciate you supporting Moneyline, and let's keep doing what we do, my man. Let's keep growing and helping people out.
I got your back, my friend.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Thanks for calling in.
You too. Late.
All right, Aggie Milkman gets. Someone's cutting onions in here almost.
You're getting
man.
misty. Meanwhile, Dre's pissed saying I'm bald. What the hell's he got against bald folks?
And Ben H. I'm seeing Ben H. going back to the corned beef hash. He says, if you don't like corned beef, then you aren't allowed to eat deli meats. It shows you don't know anything about those meats.
Hell yeah.
I need some real corned beef hash. Like, where can I get it? Is your grandmammy still alive?
Yeah, she let's see. I'm trying to think of the last place around this part of town where I had it. I'll have to think. There's restaurants around here that do it that's really good.
Corned beef hash. Day One Donna, you corned beef hash maker? I got a feeling she can make some corned beef hash.
I hope so. She can. She's gonna be my new best friend.
All right, let's move along. One more thing here before we get out of here. We're hearing first. We heard that they wanted to put Sean McVay in the booth, and we're hearing that astronomical numbers could come his way if he chooses to go that route. But now we're hearing that Troy Aikman's on the verge of bolting Fox for ESPN's Monday Night Football. He's going to have a big piece of their broadcast. First off, are you an Aikman fan? How do you feel about someone else now joining Buck, a Houston favorite in Joe Buck? How do you feel about the whole situation, man?
I don't mind him. Like, is he my favorite color commentator? No. But am I against what he says, or does he ever say things that are dumb that piss me off? No. I mean, your job is to literally react to plays, throw out your experience. This is a dude that has a lot of experience. This is another part of what made Tony Romo so great, is that Tony Romo didn't go out there and win all the time. Like, Peyton has pointed out before that, hey, I'd make probably a bad head coach. I might not make a great actual color guy in the booth either, because I saw things differently. And when I try to put what I did and how I did things into somebody else's as a coach or as a teacher, it's not going to go as well, because to him it was, oh yeah, you just do that. Like some guys can't relate of like, this is how my brain works. This is how you're supposed to learn it. Tony Romo does it because Tony Romo saw his ups and downs. Tony Romo, as much as he might have been limited physically, he was a film hawk. And I've heard that from other people, that when he was in his playing days, he was captain film all the time. So he does that. I don't have any problem with what I don't like, or I don't dislike Troy Aikman. I'm kind of neutral on him, I guess. I guess neutral is the right word.
How do we feel, Twitch? How do you feel about Aikman? Who's the, I don't want to use the kid's term GOAT, but who's the best right now? Color commentator for football, because I know we could switch it up for football right now. Who makes the games most enjoyable and who makes them least?
This is going to piss people off, but it was Gruden.
Yeah, he would get into it. No, actually, Gruden had his moment. I think it was the energy. He was just such a football guy, and you could just tell he sometimes he forget he was on behind that or on TV per se, because you could feel like he felt sometimes that he was in a huddle. He would explain it the way it should be.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that Gruden understood or forgot the fact that he's not still in a football locker room at the time. He was like, Tony Romo has become polished and everything like that. You know that he is doing, he's trying to watch what he says. You know how he talks now in a booth. It's anything near what he said the way he talked when he was in a locker room. John Gruden would say stuff and you'd go, yeah, that's same coach John Gruden. Like, coaches say stuff. I mean, in the entire sports world, this goes high school, junior high, college, pros, all of that. Coaches and athletes talk to each other a completely different way than the rest of the world does. Just like the military. You can't be in a military and get your feelings hurt. You can't be in a platoon and get your feelings. Some of the stuff that guys say to each other when they are it's just them alone in their platoon, they would never say in front of other people for good reason. But that's what builds that camaraderie, builds that brotherhood. John Gruden never, ever thought, hey, I should probably check that type of phrase at the door. He always would eventually just go, oh, yeah, that's how he said. And you would go, did he say that?
And he had a big contract. It just took a bigger one in $100 million for him to leave. I mean, whenever they're offering you $100 million contract to coach, you say, what? And you get out of there. I think the worst, in my opinion, man, and I'm going to say just worst, just the way he just most annoying, Chris Collinsworth, man, that guy right there, man, he drives me nuts. It's always like he just got to narrate it. So, it just every play is just something, he's just, it reminds him. And it's like, man, just let it be. He has to I don't know, if he molds every play into something, it's like, man, let it be. And Romo, I like him, man, but he jumps the gun. Like, I'm a real football analytical head. He knows more. He's forgot about football more than I can ever know. Let's put that out there first. But he jumps the gun so many damn times trying to be that, real quick. He did it. He did it at the end of the game. He was telling, at the end of that Chiefs-Bengals game, he was saying, let the other team score a touchdown when they were still up by 3. Like, he was saying, let them score a touchdown so you can make sure you get the ball back. You jackass, you're up by 3, you jackass. If it's a tied game, yeah, you want them to kick the field goal. But what if you make the stop and you don't even have – he always jumps the gun. And people like us that gamble a lot, man, he's a joke. Like, in a lot of circles away, watch, he always at the end at the Cowboys, or no, it wasn't the Cowboys game. He didn't do that game. I forget another game that he just always jumps the gun, man. He has his good moments. Don't get me wrong, because he predicts a lot that's about to happen. He paints it out for you, but he just does too much, man. Like, he tries to do that extra. You're like, bro, you have no clue what the hell's going on right now. Like, no clue, man. I forget, and it's been a multiple of them, man. We laugh about it all the time, and it's not just me. It's people that gamble hard because we're thinking, why the hell would a team like just stupid on that one, for example, and he's going into debt to where finally he lets it go because the other guy's probably looking at him like, what are you talking about? Let them score a touchdown to make sure if you're up by 3. Like, what the hell are you talking about? That's Romo for you. Is he better than most of these guys? Yeah, I'll take Romo over him. But to me, man, and that's just me. Don't get me wrong. Romo, everyone else around me, they love Romo. And I'm not saying I don't. I just think he overjumps the gun sometimes. At the end of games, too, in small situations, he's real quick to just, it's like, man, what are you talking about? Slow down, bro.
Yeah, and a lot of people saying that they love Manning Cast, like Pookie says he loves the Manning Cast. I enjoy the Manning Cast, but I don't like the polished, buttoned-up Manning Cast. If I want a Manning Cast, I want Amazon to take over and then do it completely uncensored and say, guys, look, if you say something completely stupid that would get you canceled, we'll let it go. But you guys are allowed to be brothers. You're allowed to swear at each other. You're allowed to call each other dipshit. You're allowed to say, dude, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like, we will let cuss words fly. I don't care. The NFL would have to get on board with it, obviously. But I want to see uncensored. Like, because that's my favorite part of the charm of them, is that these two guys are brothers. They've been through everything. They've been coaching each other. They've been watching each other. They've been playing together their whole lives. I want to see the actual, because you don't talk to your brother the way they talk to their brothers on TV. Hell no. You tell your brother, hey, stop being a dumb son of a bitch. Yeah. Hey, get your head out of your ass.
And that's the way they probably talk to each other. Those two in particular, like, they're probably a little step. Imagine if you got the R-rated version of it, where you can hear it all, just let it rip, uncut, unfiltered.
That's what I want.
It'd be a little bit deeper, but it just sucks because it's had so much success, and these big networks are going to be like, hey. Because as soon as you heard Eli cuss on there, it made rounds around the social media like, oh, my God, did he cuss? Did somebody forget to hit the censor button? Like, what happened? Oh, my God, cussing on ESPN.
You know what? Actually, they can have Manning Cast. Bezos, everybody with the NFL, y'all are about to move Thursday Night Football to Amazon Prime. I got a new idea. Instead of the Manning Cast, it's going to be a ripoff, but it'll be a little bit better. You're going to take Tom Brady and you're going to take Gronk, and you're going to put them together. And prior to the game, during pregame, Brady has to go shot for shot with Gronk, because you want Brady a little bit liquored up, so he'll just let it fly. Gronk can handle it all, so it doesn't matter. And then at the end of every quarter, they got a shotgun of beer together. That'll keep it interesting. That'll make it fun. That'll make it fun to watch. That'll give the people what they want. That'll give them uncensored Brady and uncensored Gronk. I mean, Gronk is always uncensored, but that's what I want to see. I want to see people like that.
And the show has ended. My man Aaron just said, fun, give the people what they want. We didn't talk about Brady in that situation. He was talking about you. We got to give you what you want, and we got to get out of here. It's 2:00, and I got some soccer to watch, some bets to cash, hopefully. Thank you so much for checking in like you ever do. Hey, every day. Day when Donna showed up, please keep showing up and tell your friends, and everyone on YouTube. We never forget about you, Carlos Castillo, Ben H. Thank you so much for showing up. Hit the thumbs up before you leave. If you're on Twitch, go over to YouTube, hit the thumbs up. It helps us grow. It helps us get more ears and eyes on what we try to put out for you guys. And you know what tomorrow is? It's Friday. We're going to turn up, and we're going to have a great show. And I don't know what I'm going to pop in here. Maybe some barbecue. I don't know what's going down, but hopefully you call us from your happy hour. Go to happy hour on your lunch break. Hit us up, whether it's at a restaurant, whether it's at the strip club, wherever it's from, hit us up. We're going to answer the phones. We love you so much. That's Aaron Raybold at Aaron is Blitz. I'm Jerry Bow at Jerry Bow Sports. Please give us a follow. Thank you so much. Peace.
All right, Odd Squad. Y'all want to do one more marble race before the end? Before I send you off to Barry on deck? One more marble race sound good? One in the chat if you want it. Nah, B. Hannon spoken. All right, let's do another race then. All right, y'all know the rules. Exclamation point play. Get you in this thing. We'll do it in 90 seconds. You got 90 seconds to sign up. Exclamation point play in the Twitch chat. We'll run this thing. Well, that's why we do it, Virginia. You guys got another minute and 15 seconds to sign up. Exclamation point play in the chat. Get you a marble. Only 14 of y'all, man. Come on. There's a lot more y'all in this chat. All right, here we go in 20 seconds, y'all. First two in last place. First place, second place, dead last. Get an extra bracket in the bracket contest. All right, let's do this. Oh, and here we go. Clue patrons in first. Well, wasn't first. Some of y'all falling through this little Plinko board a lot faster than the rest. I think we might have played this course before. Steven the Weather Guy's out there in first place. There you go, buddy. Nice to see you. Rudy's in second. Jimenez in third. Man, Steven's got a good lead on everybody else. Rudy's not too far behind. Ooh, and Steven hit the little thing, and ooh, Rudy's pushing him. Oh, was everybody up the giant airway tunnel, the Master Blaster lift. JG took first. Jimenez is in second. Rudy's now back there. Oh, Rudy just fell off. Goodbye, Rudy. Damn. If you're the first to fall off, too, that means you're going to be in a... You'll be the last place winner, or last place loser, whatever we want to call it. Clue Patron's out there in first now. B. Hannon not far behind. Clue Patron and B. Hannon just battling first and second. You got Dre back there in third. Dre ain't going away. Ooh, Clue Patron might get to this finish line first. Question is, how's it gonna work with all these little things getting in the way? Ooh! Literally. Dre just got shot back by this thing. B. Hannon ends up winning it. Dude, those things, did you see that? They just shot him. And Jimenez comes in second. That's your second bracket of the day, Jimenez. Good job. But dude, I saw that, Dre. That sucks. Good Lord. Steven's still stuck back there with these giant... And Dre's back again. Oh, man. That was crazy. All right, B. Hannon. Oh, Aggie Milkman was the first to fall off the map. I was wrong. Damn. All right, well, so we got B-Handed in first place, Jimenez in second, and Aggie Milkman dead last. Y'all all get an extra bracket. Let's check on. Make sure you go check out Barry on Deck. Let me go see if he's started his show. If he started his show, we'll go ahead and raid his ass too. Thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for being here. Be here for a Friday edition. Back at 1 o'clock. Go tell 3 friends today. Tweet it out, Facebook it, whatever. Tell 3 of your friends that they need to be here tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we'll crack some beers on the air. Everybody else have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.